Hello there and welcome to Paisley, my hometown, and I'm so glad that I get to show you around in this glorious weather. Now Paisley has a very, very big past. It was one of the most important towns in the world at one point, and that was because of the mills and the famous Paisley pattern. And the Coates, who ran the mills, one of the main families, they gave us the observatory, they gave us the museum, and also the Coates Memorial Church. And of course, also in Paisley, we've got the John Neilson School up on the hill, that lovely dome, you see it all the way around in Renfrewshire, the mill, and of course the historic Abbey and the town hall, which has had a great uplift in recent years. Now, as a boy growing up here, the town was full of Woolworths, M&S, big co-ops, huge department stores, which disappeared. And if you'd asked anybody in the 90s, the late 90s, about the high street, my gran always went on about it, the high street's just not what it used to be. But good news, because thankfully things are starting to change. There's lots of people around the town in hard hats. It isn't a Paisley thing. These are people that are upgrading the town and making it better for the future. Big regeneration project and lots of small businesses coming back into the town centre. Let's find out about them. And growing up in Paisley, Houston kilt makers, my gran used to go on and on and on about it all the time because it had been here since she was a wee girl as well. And this is where I came from, my very first kilt. And I always remember back in those days, you know, when I came in to get measured up when I was 18, there was always a few inches left just for kind of middle-aged spread, which luckily I still fit into that kilt that I got when I was 18. But it is the place that people come to in Paisley. Why is it important that people shop local?
Yeah, so obviously we've always been the place that people come to because we have like that service, because it's either me or my family here, so we're always like wanting to get stuck in and make sure everything's all right for them. And obviously it's important, like we've grown up in Paisley, you know, we love it here and we'd never move, so we'd always be Paisley buddies forever. And
that's the thing, I suppose people come in here, that you build a relationship up with them as well, so they'll keep coming back here for hires and to get kilts.
Yeah, like what you said, people come for the first kilt for, you know, prom or communion or christening, and then it's like, you know, growing up, graduation, and then it's weddings. So yeah, you keep coming back anyway, which is good for us.
Here, but I don't know if you get a kilt that'll go with this shirt.
Yeah, well let's help and try and find you something.
I want to meet King Toby, the future generation, future manager.
Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Hi. Oh, hello you. Oh.
Yeah, so this is the tenement. So we've had to just over the years expand. So up here, this is the workroom, and you know, this is where this is like the heart, or the beating heart of the business, really. And this is where we do all the sort of specialist skill work up here.
You know, it's a local business that's thrived. It's local people working the local business, and you're still here.
Yeah, absolutely. Still working hard.
How long's it been now?
Since
it started?
Yeah, so 113, 114 years, so 1909, and we're still going strong, yeah.
And in the door, do you know, it's funny because when I think of a florist, I think it's all online, but you're still getting customers coming in.
Yeah, very much so. I'd say it's 50-50 with online and then people coming in, which is amazing because then we get to really get an understanding of what they're actually looking for, instead of when it's online, it can sometimes be a bit more generic, whereas we can actually have a proper conversation and see what their vibe is and what the occasion is. So yeah, it's nice when they come in.
And do you get a lot of returning business then?
Yeah, a lot, and that's really nice. And we get a lot of people that will phone us or come in and they've actually received bouquets from us, and then they want to then send something to somebody else. So they've obviously used us. So yeah, it's really nice to get returning customers.
Why is it so important that local people still come in and support the business?
It's crucial that they come in. This is our livelihood, and without it we wouldn't be here today.
So it's supporting the shop, it's supporting
us,
local business, and local people.
Local business, everyone that works here. Without it,
be no shop.
There would be no shop, yeah, exactly.
What I love about Paisley is the fact that here we are now in Browns Lane. You've got the really busy Cossyside Street, turning onto Browns Lane, just round the corner from the florist, and you come into this. Now, this wouldn't have been anything when I lived here, but the great thing about Paisley is they're trying to utilise all these spaces and these lovely pretty streets like they do in Glasgow, festoon lights, pile in the teeny. We've got some Paisley pattern up there, and when I was here at Christmas, I found Restoration and Creation, which is a little hidden gem in our town. Well, I mean, I met you first time at Christmas,
Yes.
and I was blown away by, well, the premises you've got here. You've got a little workshop down here. You do like floristry and wreath making. You've got the upholstery here, the upcycling. Tell me a bit about the business.
Yeah, well, it started last year. I set it up with my business partner at the time, and really it was about two legs. One was about recycling furniture, and the other one is about releasing creativity. So bringing people together to make things and to have that space that's nice to create, something that they're proud of that they can take back home. We can easily talk about the high street and the death of the high street, but I mean, businesses need the local community to come and support them. I mean, it's absolute bread and butter for us. So, I mean, we really, we want folk to come out and support. And if we don't have that support, then sadly the businesses can't stay open. I mean,
And we finish our tour today of my hometown Paisley in front of the mill. Now, when I was growing up, it was just smashed windows and an empty premises, but it's been turned into flats and a beautiful museum. And of course, the mill plays a pivotal part of Paisley's proud past. But today we've been finding more about the future, and we want a bright future for our town centres, and we found out from the businesses why it's so important that local people shop locally, spend their money locally and support local businesses, and more so, the local people that run them.